Yeah.
But
Oh, you wouldn't believe how much that shit is. I got half of mine to actually go to the vet, the VA, and get that free. Get that free one of
Yeah,
them old ass brown thick gazelle glasses
yeah.
with
Just,
no nasal pads.
just don't let nobody see you in them. That's all. You be
I
all
don't
right.
give a fuck.
Then
I'm
you
at that
good.
age where I'm trying to save bread.
There you go.
uh,
That's everybody's age now.
Yeah,
fam. That's
yeah.
everybody's
Yeah.
age. Shit.
you
Used
got
to
to
want
save for
nice
that second
Timbs
retirement.
You said
Come
what?
on.
You got to save for that second retirement.
Yeah, man. Let
Yeah.
me tell you, man. I went on a shoe craze, like man, oh sneakers, and then like within a year, I was like, man, I don't want these guys. I'm about to send these motherfuckers to the Philippines, man. I'm gonna keep about 3 pair, and I'm gonna
Mhm.
get me some goddamn Merrells and some Gore-Tex boots and shit.
Especially if you ain't out in them streets like that. What the fuck you need all
Yeah,
that shit for, man? You just doing it because you got the ability to do it, which is, something that stems from our childhood, man. It's stuff we couldn't get, you know, moms and pops couldn't, necessarily get us that or whatever. So when we get a couple dollars in our pocket, we like, hell yeah, we're gonna buy 2 of them. Watch
let me,
this.
let me say this: you've never spoken truer words because that's exactly where it comes from.
Second childhood. That's all it
Yeah,
is, man. It's
and
the second childhood. We just big kids with credit cards.
yeah,
That's all.
and at first I didn't even like sneakers like that until my feet was hurting. I went to buy some Timbs. My goddamn feet was like, take these bitches off, put them on over there, and for a while, that's why I was wearing sneakers. Now I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't even like these motherfuckers like that. Like,
Mhm.
man, give me some combat boots, some tactical Merrill boots and shit, and with my Walmart jeans, and let's call this shit a day, baby.
I found some shoes that was still connected with the plastic string.
Come on,
They
man.
was on sale. Motherfuckers fit and they comfortable.
I got some sketches like that at what's the spot? Not TJ Maxx. The other little
Marshalls.
Marshalls like a motherfucker.
Okay, there you go.
Hey
Yeah.
man, look at these fucking square toe shoes. I've been getting these motherfuckers off Amazon. They are comfortable as hell, man.
What the fuck are those?
I don't know.
bro. They
No.
shape like a foot, man. They
No.
shape like a foot.
No. You
Them
fuck
adult baby shoes. Those are adult baby.
That's what I saw. they low top baby shoes.
They soft.
He got some low top soft baby shoes.
That motherfucker's comfortable.
Don't
Hey,
you
y'all
ever
said
show
that
those-
shit.
Don't you ever show those again?
If you don't
I
go,
got them.
if
I got
you
them in
don't
every
go,
color.
if you don't go hang the motherfuckers back on your rear view mirror, and get the fuck out with the motherfuckers.
Hey, I'm
man.
gonna get them bronze when I turn 50.
Yes, sir. Hey man, hey, old man, on the low, send us the link.
Yeah,
Right,
I
send
will.
us the link. Let me
On the low,
that and rock
send us that link.
Y'all roasted me for them Crocs back in fucking 2005.
Never knowing this-
2005.
You're right.
Never
We
knowing
walk in your shoes.
if we knew what we knew, we would have invested.
All right,
35
gentlemen,
cents, we'd be millionaires.
let's get into this shit, man. Let's rip.
Yeah, let's get it, man. I had
Alright.
something I wanted to bring up to y'all just on the side tip, but yeah,
Okay.
no, let's get it.
Okay.
Yeah. And you've been waiting all day.
All day.
The Legends on. Oh, I love that goddamn logo. Damn. John Mohn, Stream Fathers, severed head. 3 killed. Lane twin for rapes. Steroid Olympics, enhanced games.
Oh yeah. Speaking
Air
of shoes.
Force One, the year of the dragon. Shit I would have been paid for. Fired from Target for a bullshit Stanley Cup. And the ever beautiful Nia Long playing Katherine Jackson in the biopic. And Tank Up and Eddie P. And like we always do about this time, anything that comes out of my mouth, the quartermaster's mouth, do not represent the views and opinions of one Mr. You know his motherfucking name. You love him. All of you love him, but not like the number one. Shout out to DJ LOH on the ones and twos, the legend for this beautiful goddamn theme song. Tune in to Dirty 30. And shout out to Jay Drizzy and Mr. Goddamn Ray. Shout out to the whole, let's fight this motherfucking evil.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
We talked about last week's shit getting weird. Yeah, man. This dude, yeah, it was trending heavy. Your man then killed his pops, offed his pops, and streamed it. Streamed beheading on YouTube for a little bit till they took that shit down. What's going on, fellas?
This motherfucker got 5,000 views before they cut him off, man. That's better than our podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, not to knock, but if it bleeds, it leads.
There you go.
know,
Hey, what is
We're
that
not
called?
doing that. We low and slow, brother. We the pot roast.
Hey, we need to start
we gonna
beheading
sing for a
motherfuckers. That's all it boils.
Yeah. Well,
Nah.
you know, it's got to be a parent.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that. They said that the video was up for 6 fucking hours.
Yeah. Before
That's
somebody.
crazy.
But let us say something out of pocket, and we down,
Immediately.
we on timeout real quick, fast.
And the interesting thing is that this is what every fucking black creator is saying. 6 hours. But if we tell our people, hey man, stand up, do for self, let's respect each other. If too much of that shit get out, oh no.
Oh, the episode's up, but it's muted.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many times that shit happened? I'm calling old man, like, man, what you do to our shit? Wasn't me.
Right. Right.
I was like, what do we do? I don't know.
It's just gone.
It's gone, bro.
Remember that shit? So if you guys, I know you guys probably read about it, but just to enlighten everybody else who didn't catch the story, this cat is very, very a very, very far right Trump supporter. And far.
Yeah.
I think he drove to the road, wasn't there any fucking more, and if it was just a cliff. And he debated on, matter of fact, he did drive off that bitch because he decided to kill his father because he was a Democrat. The same man, I think his father worked for the government, if I'm correct.
I think
and
so.
The same man that worked and took care of this boy, whose house he was living in at 30-something years old, had some of that, what do they call it, that white fragility, and got upset with his daddy, man, cut his head off and streamed the shit and was talking about, Black Lives Matter of all. Somehow it always come back to black, baby. You know what I'm saying? And, how the country is being ran poorly and the country, like, and our country is not what it used to be. So cutting your fucking dad's head off was?
That's what I don't understand.
Like that was a righteous act, you know what I mean?
Made that leap, like, oh, my dad was acting, he woke up today and he was acting woke.
Right. Yeah.
What?
Right.
Again, you still don't understand what the fuck woke mean. People,
right.
Please Google the word woke.
Yes.
And then think about how many times you misused that word.
Yeah, because they told you to, because they don't like some shit. First of all, that shit ain't got nothing to do with transgenders or inclusiveness or anything like that. It is simply for black people to stay alert, watch your surroundings, watch for the hook, watch for the griff, watch for the incoming hurt. Just keep your head on the swivel.
That's it.
And it's been taken. A lot of people attributed to a speech that then President Obama gave at the time, where he said something negative about being woke. We're not gonna get in all of that, but there's a I notice a lot, fellas, and you could correct me, man. You can tell me what you think. A lot of the time, man, we keep hearing people say on the left, on the left, on the left, on the right. When you hear the politicians, they don't even talk about the policies or what the people actually feel. It's just, are people on the right, across on the right, across the aisle on the right, or across on the left. And these people who really can't think on their own, man, they buy into this shit and they take it to heart. This kid was a college graduate and all this, and obviously he was a failed fucking person. And incel, yeah. Because ain't nobody that's fucking gonna be cutting no heads off.
Because that's probably his trip. He was like, he ain't getting no ass. He white.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, how do I waste? Why am I wasting my whiteness? I got a college degree. Why ain't these girls throwing it at me? Just frustrated, and decide to take it out on the closest person to him, and decide, fuck it, I'm gonna crash out. And
ladies,
daddy gonna have to pay for this.
Ladies, y'all got to fuck these dudes, man. You know what I'm saying, y'all? I mean, be you know what I'm saying? It should be a service. Think about this. There was a cat, another incel. He hadn't had, this was a little, maybe 10 years ago, maybe a little more. He hadn't had no ass since 1994. So he walked up into a LA Fitness and started shooting women.
Mm-hmm.
Some director or producer's kid down in LA. He was half Asian, half white. Got upset because he figured my dad got money. We rich. I'm good looking. Why the girls
Uh-huh.
ain't looking at me? Why they looking at these black dudes over here? And killed
Uh-huh.
all of his fucking friends.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's the entitlement, man.
it's the entitlement, man. Like, come on, baby. You know what I mean? Like, didn't to say Black Lives Matter, so because black folks standing up for themselves. Should we have said Black Lives Matter also? You know, or Black Lives Matter with everybody else? Is like, just like, no, motherfucker, you did some crazy shit because you nuts, and you was
Own
probably mad because he
Yeah.
cut the power off, or he he told you to go in the stop going in his refrigerator, even up his sardinias and shit.
He told me
Yeah,
he changed the Wi-Fi.
he
You
changed the
know,
Wi-Fi.
and was like, you have to use your phone as a hotspot from now on. You hear me? With your grown ass. And yeah, he wasn't feeling it and wait for dad, to get caught slipping in the lazy boy. And what happened.
That's sad,
Fucked
man.
up, man. That is tragic.
It's sad.
Extremely. Yeah, it's time to bring back prostitution in America,
Yeah.
legally.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know,
There you go.
just pay a couple dollars and
Go
get you a
get that
lazy boy or
stress out.
something.
Yeah, man. Release
Yeah.
that beast and leave your parents alone. Shit. I'm
Yeah.
sure dad would have paid for that one. Like, yeah, man, go over there and get Junior off, please. Cause he getting on my last nerves. He ain't got no motivation. He just frustrated.
That's
You
it.
know, that's all it is, man. He's just frustrated sexually.
Man,
Hey, you see where he had to turn in his marijuana card just to get a gun?
Wow.
Yeah, so they said the gun he used to off his dad, he got the day before or something like that, but he had to turn his medical marijuana card in first before he could pick it up.
Yep. See,
that motherfucker
Should've
had a
stuck with
bad
weed,
case
bro.
of blue balls. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
all it is. That's what
Yeah.
we're diagnosing the situation in. We don't know. We don't want to even get into his head, but we just speculating on
Yeah.
what we think might be the issue because we keep seeing this fucking trend.
The dude drove to a National Guard base, tried to mobilize the troops.
Man,
I mean,
stop,
just
man.
like if you look at what he was ranting about, the border crisis and immigrants and all kinds of stuff, man. Like,
I
So
don't
how
like
do you
the
jump
shit
to
either,
your,
but-
how do you jump to your dad instead of going and joining that caravan of those folks?
'Cause
You heard about those folks that's driving down to the border. They raising funds and shit. I forget what they called or whatever. It's a shit show, but
Yeah.
jump in with them, man. Catch a ride. But this shit, you gonna just turn to your dad and be like,
Dad was the
"Remind me
enemy.
of Biden." Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
He was working for the government. Inside trader is what it is what
Yeah.
it's referred to
but
him as.
all that was taking care of his lifestyle.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
That's what I don't understand. It's like, get your hands off my Obamacare shit.
Yeah. No, he cut
Get
your
your
goddamn
government, get your
Wi-Fi off.
government hands. Yeah, get your government hands off my Obamacare.
Yeah,
that type of logic. So I don't know.
He cut the goddamn Wi-Fi off, and that's what hurt this motherfucker. Turner Diary reading motherfucker. But no, you hit the nail on the head. That's like the racist manifesto and shit. The militia racist. But listen, man, I agree with you, man. I know y'all be looking at me, but look, man, I don't agree with the shit that's going on down at the border. I don't like none of this catch and release. They should have kept the remain in Mexico agreement in place, and I think it's either the first or third safest country shit in place. That being said, if I had that much of a problem as this young punk did, because I'm not even gonna call him a man, go down there and lay out some razor wire, motherfucker. Don't kill your daddy, the man that you wouldn't be here if he didn't get a nut. He fucked, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Go buy a little ass and you be good, man. They do. I'm convinced we need our own red light district. We just need a patch of land. They need to vet some of these chicks, give them health care. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they taken care of by the state, and then man, go, because I ain't never fucking wanted to hurt somebody. I wanted a
That part.
cigarette and go to sleep.
There you go.
It's
There
menace.
you go. There you go. And a couple lemon peppers.
There you
And yeah, man, and a little slice of pound cake. Just leave me be. Some lemon peppers and a little bit of pound cake. Shit, that's a night for the boy.
Need some dry ranch wings. I was good.
Don't forget the dry ranch.
So the cats that are complaining about the immigrants crossing the border, this and that, the truth of the matter is most of these people are just overstaying their visas. And did you see where Mexico was like, hey, if you want us to help you fight illegal immigration, we're going to need you to take care of these Americans that are down here in Mexico first. So what people don't realize is that there are a lot of Americans down in Mexico right now who have overstayed their visas, and they're just living down there because it's so much cheaper. They're ruining the Mexican economy by, just going out there and buying out, land and everything underneath these Mexicans because they can't afford to compete, dollar-wise.
Well, that's a big fucking difference. First of all, it ain't that they overstaying their visas, man. These motherfuckers is literally rushing the border and applying for asylum. That's why they don't want us. That's why they don't want people to call them illegal, because it's not like they're all applying for it. What it is they're taking the names, and whereas again they would leave them in Mexico, now they're just releasing them. All right, you signed up. Here's a court date. You can go into the country. Abbott is saying, well, no, Eric Adams, it was Lori Lightfoot at the time, but now Brandon Johnson over. It's happening in Michigan, in I think Denver. They were like, all right, we'll just bust these motherfuckers to you. You look up at NY versus where they saying the American. And I get that. I'm not. Who's the president? Is it still Vicente Fox down there?
I don't know.
Mexico.
Yeah. I'm not saying he's wrong. I don't want to hold the show up. I'm not saying he's wrong. What I'm saying is, y'all not giving these American motherfuckers $9,000 in rent. You know what I'm saying? Prepaid debit cards for food. Y'all not putting them up at 5-star hotels. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers aren't scrambling to give away the taxpayers' money from the city because the federal government causes problem and they're not helping them with that shit. It's a big difference, but okay. If that's what you want to say, fine. Take the Americans back, but you take these motherfuckers. I guarantee 3.8, it ain't 3.8 million Americans down there versus the 3.8 that came across last year. 3.5, 3.8.
All right. All right, get this pasty bastard off.
Yeah, get this. Yeah, his dad. That's a retard, baby.
Yay, back.
I'm not talking special needs, people. That's a retard. You see his eyes go like this?
You talk about, am I my brother's keeper?
Oh, man.
This motherfucker right here. You imagine, man, your twin is doing some crazy shit like this and then try to put it on you, and you like, man, I'm the one who got my shit together. Hell no. Hell no. You ain't putting that on me. Yeah.
Hey, how about this?
That's my brother's pee. Go ahead.
You see how they caught him, though? That Ancestry.com shit.
Yeah.
So
genealogy.
So when you send off your DNA to Ancestry.com, they share that shit with law enforcement. And they caught this motherfucker. And, a couple years back, they caught a serial killer with the same shit. One of his family members.
It was a cop. It was his cousin.
Yeah, I saw that shit.
Yeah. One of his cousins or nephews or whatever, did Ancestry.com. And next thing you know, they're like, hey, this matches a murder from the 1960s.
How about that?
Yeah. So
I wanted to do that shit so bad until I started seeing story after story about this shit happening, people getting bagged on some other shit.
Yeah.
You're not even in what you call it. They're finding out a relative, and then they looking at your family tree and like, oh, that person right there that's closest to the one that we have a match with had 3 sons.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go off that and they follow the lead.
Bring all 3 of them in.
Yeah, that happens. So I was down to do the ancestry. I won't finish the what you call it, but you know what it is.
Yeah.
And then I started hearing these stories. I think, yep, time out. I'm out. I'm good.
Bad thing is, you don't even need to do it. Just somebody in your family needs to do it.
Yes. And again, back to the family tree. You got a cousin. Your mother's name on that list, and Bada bing, bada boom. You booked.
There you go. So yeah, you want to give him the story, Cuddy?
Yeah, my man had raped several women back in the day. Held held one girl coming home from the store at knife point and raped her.
9-year-old.
Yeah, 9-year-old. Raped some woman jogging in the park and then raped his girlfriend's daughter. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, then when he gets questioned about it, it's like, yeah, I got a twin brother, looks just like me. It was him. And then, of course, his brother was like, nah, this ain't going down like this. And old boy was like, yeah, well, I got a chemical imbalance. That's the reason why I've been doing this.
Yeah. And he said he had a severe hatred towards women.
Yeah, they're in a holding cell, and they said they recorded the conversation, whatever. You could imagine the conversation with your twin brother, and he trying to run down some shit like this. Look here, I'm gonna tell mom that you gonna take the rap on this, okay?
Like
we cool? Like, man, are you out your? Yeah, he fucking nuts. Call our parents. They know this motherfucker been nuts.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going home tonight. I was just here, do my due diligence, and I'm getting the fuck up out of here. And don't fucking call me collect. Don't do none of that shit. We done.
You've been doing this since we were kids.
Motherfucker's ass in the whole tank. I'd have been beating the brakes off this motherfucker. Like,
you know what happens when you lose, though? You're gonna get raped too. So that's probably not a fight you want to have.
You don't want that hate fuck.
His brother, you gonna rape his own brother?
Yeah.
Chemical imbalances are a bitch.
You look like a woman.
Anything to beat that case. Like, you know how crazy he is? He raped his twin brother in the holding tank.
Oh yeah.
Insanity.
Pump his ass full of some Thorazine and send him to it. Yeah, man. It's a sad story, man. And I mean, what can you say? I mean, I mentioned R. Kelly earlier, man, and that because that's it. What that wife, that wasn't his twin, that was his brother. That's some low shit for you to do something as heinous as raping a woman, murder, rape. You know what I'm saying? Raping a child, and then say your brother, who's in his right mind, who got all the good brain fragments and good chemicals,
right?
To say he did the shit. That's a crazy fucking person. But that don't mean they should treat it just like Munchausen. Okay, you got a problem, but you still going to fuck to jail.
Oh yeah. You did the crime. You still did the crime. You catching bodies and you raping kids. Yeah, you got to be off the street.
Yeah,
you got to be off the street, man.
Yeah, he gave this man 140 years.
Yeah,
there you go. That's enough. That's enough. Yeah, that sounds about right.
They need to. Hopefully, they put him with what did Ving Rhames say in goddamn Pulp Fiction? Get some pipe hitting brothers.
Oh yeah, keep him here.
Go medieval on your ass.
I'm sure he got his day coming in.
Man,
like I said, man, he leaving feet first. So you know how that go.
Yeah, man.
Man. But just your fucking twin. Boy, family will get you.
Every
family
time, man.
will get you, man.
Every time.
You sit at home minding your own fucking business.
Right.
You got to go in and be questioned over murders and rape.
Can you imagine this shit? I mean, we get mad when one of our cousins and brothers don't give us our fucking money we loaned them back, man. Gerard, you still got my $100, goddammit.
Right.
Motherfucker get drunk and say some shit at Thanksgiving. Could you imagine this shit? You just chilling, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Watching 3 PMD and the motherfucker come get you and arrest your ass. This your brother sitting there like, hey, look, listen, just hold on now. This shit gonna all go away. Just play along.
I ain't built for that shit. I would have fucking fainted. Like, yeah, we got you here for 3 murders and a rape.
Yeah, after you,
I would have fucking fainted. Like, talk about we got your DNA because it matches.
After
you a twin.
Beat the brakes off your twin, Ed. We know you.
you identical twins share the same DNA, so it is you.
Yeah,
but it ain't you.
And
that's the fucked up part. Like, man, we got everything. That's we got your DNA. It's 100% match. And dude, again, I fucking fainted. I'm out.
Got the same face.
I'm out.
But wait a minute.
You out of the lineup. Yeah.
What if he's right? What if he ain't lying? Oh.
See, that's a whole nother docu-series on that shit. Guys are
No,
social shit.
you look crazy, motherfucker. We taking you. No, it's him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, and ladies, let me just say this. This is what misogyny, real misogyny looks like. Not because a man is critiquing you. This man said he had an intense hatred for women.
Yeah.
And to just women and that baby, man. Oh man.
I don't think it's necessarily just women, it's the female.
Yeah. Yeah, female.
Just female. Because he said he had a hatred towards women. He had a hatred towards little girls.
Yes.
Just the female species. He just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
This crazy
This
ass
fucking
body
scum,
right here.
man. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get to the real shit.
If I was his
Real
brother,
shit.
I'd get plastic surgery.
Boy, he's off the streets forever.
Yeah.
You only one gonna be out there with that face, but they do a Google search.
Unless
and
they
that
do a
shit
news
pop up.
story, you gonna have
Yeah.
some shit to explain. What the fuck you doing now?
Here we go. Here we go. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
the Steroid Olympics. Yeah, they're talking about having special games just for performance enhancing drugs.
You see how
I don't
crazy
think it's a
this
bad
fucking shit
idea.
is? You
I
think
don't think
it's a bad idea?
I don't think so. I
Oh,
don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, like, how many times did we watch sports before motherfuckers got caught and sports was entertaining? When Barry Bonds was
Very
hitting all them home runs.
Yeah, him and Sammy and Mark McGuire.
Yeah, they were all hitting them home runs, man. I mean,
Loved
baseball
it.
was at its height, at its height, and that it always goes back. It reminds me of a time when I was into watching bodybuilding, and there was a bodybuilder named Lee Priest. And, Lee Priest was the guy they used as the body for the Hulk in the first Hulk movie. They used his body.
Shit.
That's how big this motherfucker was. Just massive. And he's a competitive bodybuilder, so he's always juicing. And they were like, "Have you ever done a natural show?" And he was like, "Yeah, I did a show natural one time and I lost." People pay to see a freak show, so that's what I give them. I think it's going to be a good thing for sports, man. I mean, who was that dude in the '88 Olympics?
Ben?
That was taking Winstrol. Yeah, Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
It was a good show, man. I mean, what's the difference? These dudes are doing everything around, in and around doing steroids just to get an edge.
Yeah.
Let them do roids. Fuck it. Yeah, let them do it.
It's its own lane. I get it, because this is what it was built on. It was built on, like you said, the fucking freak show. I think everybody and their mother saw the Arnold Schwarzenegger documentary. Was that Pumping Iron or whatever that shit when he was down on was that Venice Beach?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on now. Don't tell me he wasn't fucking juicing. And him, Sly, all those cats back in the day, whatever we thought was, crazy.
Yeah, they cop to it. They cop to it.
And this dude is like, I got the money, I want to put on a show, and he's gonna make a lot of money off this if he get the venues and everything. But they said he's a venture cap, a VC with a whole bunch of money. I think he can make this happen.
Yeah.
Well, allow me to be the contrarian. I agree with you guys in the sense that Lance Armstrong was a bad motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you know what I mean? Like, me and my mother used to watch that shit, but I didn't remember it because it had been so long. And you revisit it, and I watched the interview with him and Oprah, and just when you see these courses, these motherfucking mountains that these motherfuckers was pedaling on, and you watch this little motherfucker and he getting it past everybody, I'm like, damn, this motherfucker was Captain America. Only to realize he was Captain America. This motherfucker was taking the super soldier serum. I'm like, that wasn't natural. Oh, but the only reason I kind of was like, why they making a big deal out of it is because the doctor's interview said, man, everybody doing it. Like, there's a documentary on Netflix about the Russian doctor who came up with the whole performance enhancing shit.
Yeah.
And he sneaking into other countries and shit to do his business. Anyway, it's just something about a motherfucker being naturally gifted, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we watch these football players, and first of all, man, if you even get to the NFL, you special. But to be, you know what I'm saying, one of these just amazing players, man, to just make it to the top, like a Tom Brady or some shit like that. And I ain't saying I don't know if Tom Brady doing anything. I'm not implying it, but it's something about like this motherfucker is great, like Muhammad Ali. Like, look at this motherfucker's natural talent. And you know, to watch an event where you like, oh, you know, all these motherfuckers on the super soldier serum, you know, they kind of take away from a little bit.
Again,
You know.
they like he said, they pay for a freak show. And
Yeah,
with football, man, think about all the stuff that's just not banned that they allow guys to get. You know how many times cats get shot in the knee to numb that shit up just for the game?
Yeah.
That
You're
shit can't
You're
be right. And they're like, dude, after that, I saw a documentary as well about a guy who said he spends over $100,000 a month on rehab because he gets shot up so much in his knees
Mhm.
that they play on Sunday. It takes him all the way until that Friday of the next week or Saturday to really get
Mhm.
back in the groove again because his knees are fucking shot. He was a lineman. He's retired. And his wife has to help him damn near get up off the couch, go to the bathroom
Damn.
because he's about to lose, you know, the mobility in his fucking knees because he has so many fucking shots, so
Yeah.
many surgeries and all that shit. And he was just like, well, as long as I could just make it till Sunday, if I could just make it till Sunday. And he said his bill was almost $100,000 a
Mm.
month just on rehab, just to get his body back, put back together just for game day on Sunday. So football is a different beast.
Yeah.
And you know, because it's stuff that's legal, and then there's stuff that's not, these steroids that's pumping these cats up or whatever.
Mhm.
But to me, all they're doing is just flexing. It's just a
Mhm.
show. It's not like they're actually doing stuff like Lance Armstrong had that edge. Mark McGuire and those guys during the home run derby, they had that fucking edge. I mean, they hitting balls, you know, not just out the fucking park, you know, to the next shit. It's like, what the fuck are these cats on?
Yeah.
And they look like superheroes, you know, built in these damn. Because I saw Sammy Sosa and I saw Mark McGuire actually in the game. And dude, when you see them step up on the mound, they look like they got on equipment.
Mhm.
And they just had on a baseball suit. And you just see these cats just line up, and you just like and baseball to me is boring as fuck. But when you hear that crack of the bat,
Yeah.
when that motherfucker gets sent,
Yeah.
man, it wakes your ass up. And that motherfucker was sending them out the park. Crazy. But
Yeah.
I think
remember
this
that.
might be something, man. This might be, we have to check it out until people start dropping dead because their heart stopped,
That's what I was about to say. Yeah.
you know.
Or
until that's bad.
or when you know, because they said it's gonna be like the regular. And let me just say this. I'm not saying that these guys don't work hard.
Right.
You don't get humongous like that by just
Right.
taking the shit and going and getting
Right.
on the couch and it just
Right.
does its work. Like these motherfuckers do put in the time. They just
Mhm.
look, you know, they just looking for the edge. But you know, they said that the games are gonna have, you know, combat sports. They're gonna have all the regular games as far as that the Olympics have.
Wow.
But
Wow.
yeah, I'm just
Okay.
waiting to see motherfuckers get pissed off and start scrapping. See a
'Cause
bunch of
roid
motherfuckers out there
rage,
on roid
yeah.
rage. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
a whole nother show.
you know, so like I said, I just, you know, it's something special about the naturally gifted person. But hey,
True. True.
we have officially reached that thing that Stephen King was writing under the pseudonym Richard Bachman. This is the Running Man, baby.
Yes, sir.
We
Thank
just
you.
we
There you
love
go.
Power Slap, man. I've been finding myself watching Power Slap like a
I can't-
motherfucker, man.
I can't, man. Once I sent y'all guys that picture of that dude's face who stayed that way.
Yeah.
You saw the imprint, man, dude. Nah, I can't watch that, man. And I mean, when you talk about, you know, somebody say I smacked the fire out of you, this is that.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Because that shit sound crazy.
Let me tell you something. I've watched Dana White watching that shit, and to be honest, it looks like he's like more excited to see that he's into this shit more than he is the UFC. Like let me tell you something. To see a motherfucker fall forward and then backward
Yeah.
because his knees then buckled, or these motherfuckers be slapping the life out of each other. I guess I'm a hypocrite. I can't say I'm not here for this one, but I'm watching and somebody slap a motherfucker.
Of course, Dana
Motherfuckers
White
looking
goes,
like Conway the Machine because they didn't got slapped.
oh my, that's fucking wrong. You wrong for that.
I didn't mean it
Oh
like
my
that.
God. But I see what you said. But that's what they end up looking like. Keep playing, you're gonna look like Conway. But back to your point about Dana White, the reason why he loved that shit. You saw what he did on video and New Year's, what he did to his wife.
Yeah.
So he into that slap shit.
That's where he got
that slap shit. That part.
What if they come out with a couple like, if you mad at your bitch,
y'all can go at it?
Can go, yeah.
Man.
I ain't calling women bitches. I'm just saying, yeah. I'm speaking of the moment.
Hey, I bet a lot of women would win those tournaments if the guy wasn't drunk,
Yeah.
It'd be funny.
And let me say that, man. Shout out to Conway, man. I probably shouldn't have said it because that is a real debilitating condition.
Yeah, he kind of got. Did he get shot, or is it that Bell's palsy?
Bell's palsy.
I think it's Bell's palsy. He had that same shit that the dude from WWF had. His one half of his mouth wasn't moving. No, Stone Cold, don't do it. No, Stone Cold. Yeah.
Okay, dog, you was wrong for that. That was a shot fired.
That was a machine. Not the machine.
He threw it in there so smooth too. Like he's sitting there stuck like Conway, and I was like, "Oh, you."
The legend gonna cuss me out for that.
Yeah.
Come on, I catered his birthday party. Come on. Yeah. Let's get it.
All right, man, get this roid rage out of here, man.
Let's get it.
Roid rage is coming to you soon, folks.
Oh,
all right, I'll be talking about these shoes. Talk about the shoes.
It's time to go on that diet. Get you some of these shoes, bro.
I'm gonna buy these and still rock those Walmart jeans. That's the dude he is, man. But
yeah,
I'm fresh though. Look at my shoes; they fresh.
On ball, why you bullshit? I wear some Walmart sweats.
I bet you Hanson Mandela already got a set.
These only sold in China, man. They only sold over there.
You'd be shocked how what cats can get. They had a Year of the Dragon LeBron that was fire. That was only sold over there. And I think some people managed to get a hold of them. They had somebody.
Of course, man. They're gonna what you call it, man. They're gonna get over here eventually, but it's gonna be the markup is gonna be ridiculous. What do you think of the price point on these?
Oh, you'd be lucky if you'd be able to get them at $300.
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna put these hard.
Did y'all see? I just sent y'all a link to the Pharrell what you call it with his collaboration with Timberlands.
Oh, Louis Vuitton.
Yeah. You see how much the motherfuckers cost?
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. They say they retail at 65, but this is showing it's at 75. But no less than 65. Yeah. Pharrell is doing the curating of Louis as of now. He's the new curator right now. He's doing like the fall, spring, and summer line, and he teamed up with Tim's, and that's one of the shoes.
Are y'all buying the $75,000 Louis Vuitton Timberland collaboration made with 24 karat gold? Let me know in the comments.
Yeah, I don't know about that, bro.
Yeah, I'm sticking with the Year of the Dragon.
Give me some.
And I ain't even fucking with those, man. I ain't even fucking with those. They say they got silk on them. Silk, baby.
Fuck that. If I buy some Timberlands and they go through a season, they turn into actual work boots.
Yes.
You ain't gonna do that with Louis Vuitton ones.
Yeah, man. That's where we at, man. 75?
75
for a pair of shoes?
That's insane, man. I couldn't do it. I really couldn't.
I don't care how much money I got. I wouldn't even want to be gifted those. It just it's footwear. Come on now. The last thing I put on my body, $75,000. You nuts?
Shit.
Yeah, man.
Tom, give me a Tom Ford Carhartt. These motherfuckers get ridiculous with these shoes, bro.
Hey, it's the culture, man. It's the culture. Like you said, we did the show on Dirty 30 about the what you call it, the most iconic footwear in hip hop.
Yeah.
And, Air Force Ones made the list. My man got on there and told us, don't forget about the Cortezes. And yeah, man, it's just one of those. When we'll make it, they'll buy it, and that's
Yeah.
the situation that we're in right now. You saw, come on, $75,000 for a pair of fucking boots. Where you gonna wear those, Tank, without having to have security?
I don't know.
And I thought Jordans was expensive. Still is. Never owned a pair. I think those are expensive, and I just saw some fucking boots for $75,000.
What do you wear that with? You know, does Louis Vuitton make some shit that you know?
Dude, I don't.
That
You know,
go with Tim's.
apparently they do now. Now that they're linked up with Pharrell, so yeah, he got a whole line, man. And this is one of them. He got the butters too, but I saw those and was like, oh shit, they got to be right on, you know, the same line, you know, same line that he's curating right now. But yeah, man, it's something else, man. I'm cool with it. Year of the Dragon, y'all had y'all little Air Force Ones, man.
Yeah. If anything, I grab me some of the knockoff ones off of Wish.
I'm gonna find some on Temu. All right. That's where we shop now, man. We shop on Temu.
Have you gotten shit off Temu?
Hell yeah. A lot of shit, man.
For real?
Yeah, man. Liners for the air fryer. We just got some bathroom rugs and shit, whatever. Yeah, we ordered shit off that little cheap shit. It takes a minute. It ain't like Prime, that shit there the next day. It takes about a week. But yeah, hell yeah, we use that shit, man.
Yeah, I've never used Temu, man. Yeah, I've ordered some shit off of Alibaba.
Same shit.
Alibaba?
Yeah, Alibaba.
Okay.
It's the same shit.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Hey, what do you think's gonna happen with all that Chinese shit now that the government is like they running out of money? You see where they lost like $7 trillion out of their
I mean, we running neck and neck. Just think about we owe them.
Yeah, but we don't make shit.
Oh, I got you. Mate, that's a whole different ballgame. Like, you know, that cellular device you have, you know, those sneakers, you know, those starts coming up short. Everything in Walmart. Yeah.
I mean, it took 20 years or so to get China to be, you know, our number one supplier into everything. Who's up next?
And now they hurting. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's gonna be ugly because over here, the debt's coming due on that commercial stuff, you know, commercial real estate. And a lot of folks, you know, they looking left and right like, who can we dump this on? And it's commercial real estate. It ain't, you know, residential. So it's a different ball game trying to put those packages together. They're like, shit, we don't want these fucking buildings. We good. You put that together with what you just stated about China. Yeah, man, we in trouble.
Big trouble.
We in trouble.
Big trouble. Considering nobody's going back to work, you know.
Yeah.
You sent me that thing about the McDonald's. They running everything automated.
Test.
Crazy.
Test.
Test my ass. Test my ass.
Yeah, they got it up and running. They just want to see how this shit do. And it's like, somebody could be at home monitoring the whole situation. If some shit go down, then somebody come in. But
ain't no synthetic wig hairs in your fucking Big Mac. You know, that's huge.
None of that. None of that. Yeah, man.
Yeah, the perfect burger every time, man.
Shit, man. You haven't been following what's been going on in fucking Oakland. You know, fucking In and Out has just announced that they're pulling up and leaving because of the crime rate. Fucking In and Out. Been there, In and Out. Been there over 40 years. First time in the franchise history that they ever have to pull out of a city.
God damn.
Yeah. In and Out, Denny's. It was like, shit, I didn't even know we had a fucking In and Out, you know, and it's like the crime is so fucking rampant that they shutting all this shit down in Oakland. It's about to be a fucking ghost town. Everything. The Walmart, gone. All their shit is gone. But yeah, man.
Steve.
We lost sauce on bread. Shit, man. Just keep the party rolling.
I think so. Oh, a bunch of employees got fired from Target for copping Stanley. Was it one of a kind? Are these for breast cancer?
I think so. And they jumped on them first. They didn't steal them.
Yeah, they purchased
paid
them
for
like
'em.
everybody else.
Yeah, and got fired.
There was a video online where they put them on a shelf, and as soon as the store opened up, man, people just ransacked that shit just for a fucking Stanley Cup,
I don't
for a
understand.
vacuum sealed cup. Like they're $40 a piece. I don't understand it, man.
During the holidays, I saw little girls crying because their daddy got them a Stanley Cup. A cup, that's all it took. A pink Stanley Cup. She crying like, "Oh my God, you got the one I wanted." It's a cup.
Yeah.
$40?
Everybody and their mama out there with a cricket could have made you one for $6.
And they're just paying for the name. You know what I mean? That's all it is. You're just paying for the name, just to say you have a Stanley Cup. And the first time I heard about it, man, how tuned out I am about this shit, fam. I thought they were talking about the hockey trophy.
Right. When you sent the article out, I thought you was talking about this.
I was like, oh man, that's fucked up, man. They over here. Like, is it
parenting, guys? I'm sorry.
It's all good, fam. All
Yeah.
good.
But I wouldn't have bought them ugly ass shoes. My bad. Now, what's up?
Stanley Cup. Can you give us a little insight? Do you know anything about this whole phenomenon? Because me and old man was going back and forth. Because when I first heard about this whole phenomenon, I thought they were talking about hockey.
That's what I thought.
Okay. All right. Then you right there with us then. Because I was like, what the fuck? Everybody tripping off a hockey trophy for? And then I realized it's a fucking $40 vacuum sealed cup.
Man, look, I see people making fun of people they know and their kids with these ugly ass cups. Apparently, this shit wasn't selling. It's an older cup, and now all of a sudden it's a craze. I don't know if somebody mentioned it in the song or whatever the fuck, but it is crazy how people will just jump on it. It really is groupthink. Like, hey man, I drink
out of Stanley Cup. Yeah,
I drink Hennessy out of a glass jar, baby. Hey man, go pour them pickles out, nigga.
Hell yeah! Like I drink out of an old mayonnaise jar. That's the new trend. Did you see Lil Wayne? Like styrofoam cups.
Right.
That shit popped off for a minute.
Yeah.
Now this shit, and it's bigger than all that shit. Cause some folks just lost their damn job over this.
If Wayne say that shit, Miracle Whip sales gonna go up like crazy. No, you know what these fools was doing? They knew when the shipments was coming in, or like they would get it in, and the day before the shit was supposed to go on sale, they was sneaking this shit and hiding them. And they got caught doing it. You know what I mean? It's almost like, oh shit, okay, the PlayStation's come in. I know these motherfuckers gonna go when we put them on sale. I'm gonna stick one to the side for myself and go buy them. It just is follow my logic here. It is in the vein of the people on the right and the people on the left. It's just a lot of people being led, man, who can't think freely for themselves. A fucking cup. I got the same type of cup for $19 and downstairs, a thermos. I just don't know.
I got one for $10 on Temu. And, and it's still do the same thing. It still do the same thing. You paying for the name, and you like the status. The show. Look here, y'all. I got a Stanley.
Right, like somebody gonna give you a blowjob because you got a Stanley. I don't know, man. I guess you got a lot of people that's just missing things out their lives, or something may be going on, and this might be that one thing that gives them that little bit of gratification.
I guess. I like that. I like how you put that together. That might necessarily be the case. Like that one thing that they can look at and be like, I got status.
Yeah.
Look at this. I can't afford a Tesla. I can't afford my rent, but I can afford this motherfucking Stanley Cup.
Maybe if we gave that shit to that dude, he wouldn't have killed his dad. Maybe if we gave him a Stanley Cup.
We will never know.
Maybe if we gave homeboy a Stanley Cup, he wouldn't have been raping little girls and women. And
oh my god!
Wouldn't have blamed his
Damn.
twin. Maybe we gave him a Stanley and some,
Cures all
Damn.
ills, son. Here, go ahead, take one of these. You know, I was thinking about shooting you in the back of the head and cutting your shit off, but
yeah.
I
I
had
got
a Stanley
this.
Cup.
I put my pussy pocket in there.
My flashlight.
My flashlight. Ow. Let me work with my Stanley.
Next,
yeah, man.
Next.
Don't look in that
I
cup.
heard, I
It's a
heard him going
flashlight.
in on that. Don't sip out of that.
It's a
Don't
pocket.
sip out of that.
It's a pocket poontang. Yeah.
See,
Pocket boom
now
on
you-
there.
now you're giving them ideas for this new Stanley craze. That's gonna be the spinoff.
Right.
You got a pocket Stanley?
All right.
Nia
Nia,
Long.
the oh so beautiful Ime Udoka. I ain't gonna do that because we don't know what the situation was, but
Right on. Right on.
oh so beautiful Nia Long is playing Katherine Jackson in the biopic, which y'all got, man.
I like the Jacksons, man, but that thing when they call their mother by the first name, they be calling her
Yeah.
Catherine and mother, and that shit. I don't know why, man. That shit just don't hit my ears right. That shit is fucking cringe. I don't like. I don't want them calling her mother or whatever. And I'm sure that's
Yeah.
what's gonna happen because that was the the original one with who was shit, the singer, forget his name. I love the dude, but anyway, yeah, man, I can't wait to see Nia Long play Katherine Jackson.
Can I ask you a question? Do y'all think that Catherine and Joe made all them goddamn kids weird, or do you think it was fame?
Both.
Yeah. Yeah. it had to be a
Motherfucker,
little
did you
bit
see
both.
that house that they lived in Gary, Indiana?
1 bedroom?
Thinking
Yeah.
back to my one room shack.
Shit, that will make a
Yeah.
motherfucker nuts right there. You sleeping on top of the refrigerator?
Eating potatoes
Oh.
and shit.
Yeah, man, fuck that. Yeah, that
Glad the
whole
mother-
motherfucker
potatoes
been
ain't-
working since he was 6.
It got
Damn.
Jermaine's grease on everything.
Yeah. Better be glad them potatoes ain't get blight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
It was definitely the original version of Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah, man. That nigga,
But
that brother
hats
saw
off to
away.
him, but you gonna pay the price. You're gonna pay the price for that sacrifice. And it came out,
Yeah.
this motherfucker, made up his own childhood, Neverland.
He had a
like,
pet
dude, don't-
rat and a
Yeah,
monkey.
don't no grown man, be trying to climb trees and
Especially in penny loafers.
So back to my point, man. Yeah, it
He
fucked
had no
them up,
grip,
man.
nothing.
It fucked them up, man. When you out there hustling and you at a young age and you out there on the stroll, your daddy working you.
Hey, why my dad was always like, how that motherfucker get up them trees in them penny loafers? Motherfuckers ain't got no grip. nothing.
But he was up there on that top branch giving an interview.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not coming down. Mike, we're trying to do an interview. I can hear you. Put the boom mic up here.
Who doesn't
Okay.
love trees? Mike, everybody
I like
loves trees,
trees.
but we don't like black folks up in them, man. Y'all know y'all history with trees. So get on
Oh
down.
my God.
That motherfucker was in the goddamn tree. There's some pennies. I wonder if you had the actual penny inside of the motherfucker, man. Let me see something, man.
Like I said, man, it was to your original question about parenting and that whole limelight. I think it was a pure combination of both because it comes with it, man, with all that responsibility. They interviewed Eddie Levert one time, and he said that at a young age he knew Mike was up on it. He was like, "What if I just stopped singing? What would they do then?" He was like, when he was little, he pretty much knew, like, motherfucker, y'all depending on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm the driving force behind this shit. For somebody to carry that burden at a young age, it's gonna fuck with you, man.
Yeah. I don't think he really. I think after a certain point, he kind of resented them because they did lean on him so much. Not just his parents. I'm talking about rent. Because I remember somebody like, I don't know how these people be doing this shit with the cameras, but that last big thing they were all together. And it was a Michael Jackson thing, but remember Chris Tucker came out and Usher and You Rock My World. Well, they showed when they did that, Can You Feel It? I guess Randy was trying to grandstand, or one of them, and Mike was looking at him like,
nigga,
Don't nobody know who you are.
right,
right.
It was this ass at all the Diddy parties.
right. Mike be like,
nobody want to fuck you.
Mike be like, I bet you can't name my other 5 brothers. I bet you can't name all of them. I know Randy and Tito.
It probably was a lot of resentment because he was the one out front. He was the guy. He was the icon. He was the one who had the Jackson legacy to uphold, and it was him and then Janet.
Yeah.
Then the rest of the brothers. You know, that's how that shit went.
But do you remember when they made that video Scream?
Yeah.
Him and Janet, it was a big fucking thing. I still listen to that song.
It was one of those big budget videos,
Yeah.
like over $1 million back then, which was a huge fucking deal. They started using CGI, that shit from Terminator and all that stuff. Yeah.
I think
definitely.
at the time when they did the interview, I was watching him doing the behind the scenes. I think it had been 14 years since he and Janet seen each other face to face.
Wow.
So
Wow.
That's,
and it still wasn't face to face because neither one of them looked the same.
No. But she was fine in a motherfucker back then. Though.
Yeah.
Janet was a fine motherfucker, boy.
Yeah.
Big Janet and little Janet.
Little Janet was fine.
We ain't gonna act like she ain't having a little meat on her bones back when she was with Terry Lewis and Jimmy Jam.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
She's on tour. She's doing a tour this summer with Nelly. Yeah. Be on the lookout for that. Oh, before I let y'all fellas go, man. Predictions for the Super Bowl, man.
I gotta go. You know I'm here, man. I gotta go with the Niners, man.
I got you. I gotta go. Look here. I want the Niners to win because they got a lot of Buckeyes on their team, right?
Yeah.
But it's the Taylor Swift effect, fam.
I'm tired of that shit. And I don't even watch football. Like, I'm tired of that shit. They talk about Travis invented the fade and shit. He had to come out. He had to come out.
That's crazy.
Did you see what he said?
What'd he say?
He said, man, I ain't invent this. He said, this is just what I asked for. He said, why y'all do this on February 1st, man? Y'all trying to throw me to the wolves. niggas was on the line like, he ain't got shit on Boosie fade. Like, that was mad.
I saw Mace and Cam. They were talking like, dude, every Puerto Rican in New York got that fade, man. That's a Puerto Rican fade. That's what that is.
And look, they said that Ocho and Shannon both went off. Like, what the fuck? He was like, man, y'all threw me to the wolves, man, on February 1st, skipping Shannon and Ocho up there. Like, Ocho, you see this here, Ocho? Yeah. The black man invented that. I got to say right here. They ain't calling it the Shannon. They ain't calling it the Tay.
I got a drinking game for those who partake in drinking and all of our. And again, thank you, new subs.
Yeah, man, we appreciate
you. Take a shot every time they show fucking Taylor Swift.
Oh,
during this fucking Super Bowl. Let's see how long you make it, or how far you make it in this Super Bowl, because
I think he's tired of her. I think he's fucking tired of her, man.
Nah, it's he got to stay focused for the game, even though I know the fix is in. I've been seeing so many shorts of plays where it looked like the fix was in, and I'm just gonna call it right now. Fucking Kansas City got another ring, and again the Taylor Swift effect. It's going down. I want the fucking 49ers to win. But
yeah, I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? The fix is fucking already in.
I'm tired of that heifer, man. I'm serious. I can't wait. I bet he gonna be back with a black woman in 3 months. Watch.
After the Super Bowl, after he
get this narrow bitch out of here, man. Like, come on, man. Like, if she keep whooping Beyonce, come on, man. Come on, man.
That was
foul. You ain't whooping Bay now. Come on.
That was foul. But
get Kanye back out there, man.
It happened again, man. But man. I saw something, man, about it's Vegas and the seating situation. They have something called the Wynn, Steve Wynn and his family, they got sections, VIP sections inside the Allegiant Stadium. One section that seats 15 people, they charging $650,000 for.
God damn.
It's on the field, and it's like faces like the end zone. It's called club seating, where it's like a fucking sectional that just goes around, look like a fucking club, and you get all the amenities or whatever, but you damn near like on the field.
Mm-hmm.
This weekend, $650,000, and then the row behind it is $550,000 for seating.
This is what I'm saying. The average person, who would like to partake in this shit, but it's so overpriced. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, somebody once in their life would like to go to one of these games, especially a fucking Super Bowl. You know, this thing with wealthy people rubbing shit in the common man's face. That's why niggas is getting Stanley Cups and $350 Air Force Ones with glitter and shit on them. And that just kept saying.
General admission, they said the baseline tickets just to get into the stadium is like between 9 and 11,000.
That's insane.
Just general admission, just to get in, basic seat, nosebleed section.
That's crazy.
It's like you said, man. We went to the Pac-12 championship, and one of our homegirls hooked us up with tickets, and for us, where she hooked it up, our tickets were $650 a piece. This is a college championship.
Yeah,
the Pac-12, not the Big Ten, not the ACC, the Pac-12. You know, the Stanfords, the Cal, your neck of the woods. You know what I'm saying?
And this is why I always said that they should pay these players, man.
Yeah,
it makes no sense. It's a fucking game.
Yeah.
Listen, man, the insult to the blue collar motherfucker that this is, most people will not see 100,000, you know, that they can hold on to.
Or see that they made within a year.
There you go.
It's accumulated through a lifetime for some folks.
And you got people that can afford to bust that nut on a game that all Americans should be able to enjoy. Nah, baby. Nah. I'm good.
Yeah. I mean, you see where we at, man. We talk about the economy, but people they could fix their face and just like, this section right here is $650,000.
Right.
These Timberlands, $75,000.
Yeah. Beyonce ticket, who, charging the same people that put her where the fuck she at. Oh no, that's a $7,000 seat, baby. To see me shake his ass.
Easy. From city to city.
You want some of my sweat on you? That's 20,000.
Yeah,
so
yeah, man. So, old man, who you got for the Super Bowl, man? Kansas City.
It's gonna be Kansas City. Yeah, I got Kansas City all day long, man.
Gotcha.
That's my childhood team, man.
Okay.
Yeah, Kansas City all the way, man. Yeah, I can't see the 49ers beating KC.
All right, man. Like I said, I like Christian McCaffrey. For 49ers, the running back, he is a dog. And you got Nick Bosa and old boy who just got there from Washington that played for Ohio State, another linebacker, and forget his name, black dude. He's a beast too. But I wish these guys could pull it off. But we shall see, man. We got the predictions here. We got 2-1.
2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna be on the short end of this shit.
Both teams have the greatest tackler of all time on the league too. Fucking Joe Montana.
Oh, the quarterback, Joe, Hollywood Joe. Oh, that's
the greatest tackler of all time.
Yeah. yeah, man. So I'm gonna keep up with it, just because it is what it is. I mean, my brother, him and his wife going down there, man.
They're gonna go watch it.
No, they're going to Vegas.
They're just coming down there.
Yeah, but they ain't even going. They're gonna be in the opposite direction when they come out the airport. They say we ain't fucking with that strip. And the prices of the hotels, they said them motherfuckers so marked up, it don't make no sense.
Especially if you've been here, it ain't worth that shit.
Yeah,
it ain't worth it. That's why all the locals gonna be like, shit, watch these suckers get got this weekend. Watch them.
Somebody said that they had They had rooms. And then they got an email saying, "Yeah, man, no, we can't honor that.
Yep.
we didn't predict that the prices. So
Yep. Yep.
and you got to hit us back by this time, or we keeping the money."
Yep. Your deposit will be kept, and
Right.
inflation just hit. Like, we can't, in good faith, we cannot give you this room at that rate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We losing way too much money on your little punk ass. So you could try to sue us,
Right.
read that fine print, you know,
Right.
that nobody ever fucking reads.
And you ain't gonna be able to eat nowhere anyway, because all the rich folks coming in here, they gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Could you imagine if they did and you get to your room and the room down is like Megan Good or somebody like that? Yeah. That's it. Yep.
I'd be blaming my brother for rape.
See, see,
we ain't laughing about that, lady.
No, not at all.
Yeah, no,
man. I got
man.
one for you, man. My partners went to an All-Star weekend, NBA All-Star weekend one time. A little side note off of the Super Bowl, whatever. It was in Philly. They stayed in a hotel. My dude had the same name as an NBA player, and they were in the same hotel. Now they in all my dogs. They're in the room in the hotel room. Phone rings, right? And they was like, "Hey, your limo's ready, Mister." I'm not gonna put his name out there, or whatever. But it's the same name, but the way they spell the first name is different. But it's the same name / last name. And they were like, my boy grabbed the phone, was like, "Dog, they think it's so and so, man. Should we gonna go down and take the limo?" It was like, "Nah, man, nah. We out of bounds. Nah, man, don't do it. Just tell them they got the wrong fucking room." They was like, "Dude, it's paid for." They said, "It's ready. Just come downstairs and just get in. We could go to the spot." And it was like, they thought about it, and I was like, "Dude, how many situations that's going to happen this weekend with celebrities, Vegas, 24/7, gambling, all the, if it can happen, it will happen. Situations that's going to go off this weekend." So again, I hope it goes off without no real, fuckery or whatever, but it is Vegas, man. And
you're gonna have some BBLs down there looking for an athlete, an actor, looking to get pregnant, looking to say a motherfucker raped them. So 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 years from now, they can get some paper. You know what I'm saying? They finna be out that bitch, man.
Yeah, better be down in the casino lobbies slanging those Plan Bs. That's all I'm saying.
Man. Y'all motherfuckers better come with a condom Velcro to your meat stick, man.
It's gonna be a time, man. A fucking Super Bowl in fucking Vegas.
A lot of fucking in Vegas, yeah.
They already caught a dude today at noon. He was scaling the fucking spear.
That big ass ball?
Yeah, the big ass the digital snow globe is what I call it. Yeah, TMZ looked the shit up. The motherfucker got caught. He did something. He scaled something last year at a Super Bowl. He said he was doing it for some other cause or whatever. I forget what it is. But yeah, they, shut down streets and all that shit to get his goofy ass down. He scaled the motherfucker today.
He went up the whole thing.
Yeah.
Crazy.
He's on top of it, man.
Crazy motherfucker. Crazy. Crazy. Fuck that. Fuck that. Yeah.
But yeah, man. I'm sipping on some Vin TJs from your local Trader Joe's. Go ahead and cop that, man.
It's accessible. You don't need to get a Stanley Cup because you can access
none of that
of the week.
That's it, man. That's what should be in your Stanley if you got one.
Right. I don't want that. It's not worth $750,000. Doesn't have a gold label, and glitter won't come out your ass when you shit later.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And yeah, man.
You too, man.
Me up.
Brother.
Text me for Super Bowl, man. We go back and forth.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
All
right, man. Peace. What up, Cuddy? We leave.